Right now, from here onwards, your main discussion will start. First, we'll check out the syllabus. This is paper number 16, Strategic Cost Management. Okay. So first is introduction part. Actually, syllabus is divided into two parts. Costing 60%, quantitative techniques 40%. Okay. So introduction is a theory part only. Next is quality cost management. So this topic is not a new topic. Already previously in SPM paper, this topic was covered in old syllabus. So some SPM, they shifted this topic to SCM paper. Okay. So 5% weightage. Okay. But examination point of view, very important chapter, because 99% companies follow quality management. This is new innovative area. Next is decision making. In decision making, you have marginal costing, you have relevant costing, you have transfer pricing. Okay, all types of decision making will be covered in this topic. Clear? So in decision making topic, you have marginal costing also, you have relevant costing also, you have transfer pricing also. Clear? So it means if you learn marginal costing and transfer pricing perfectly, there is a possibility you can score 25% marks. It's 25 marks. And transfer pricing is not like intermediate level. Here transfer pricing will be at peak level. Next is activity based management and just in time. Activity based management and just in time. Activity based management means generally activity based costing also covered, and along with this, how to reduce the cost of the product by eliminating the wastages. That is value analysis, value engineering. Okay. This is also covered in the activity based chapter. So that's why it is called as activity based management. So this topic is also in means simple topic. Just in time was also there in the previous old syllabus. Now evaluation performance means standard costing. Standard costing is main topic in this. Clear? So standard costing 15 marks. Along with this, other topics are also there. Now QT side, linear programming, transportation, assignment. These three topics, generally they have given 15% weightage. Game theory, simulation, networking, learning curve. Game theory is a new chapter introduced in the syllabus. Previously in old syllabus, this topic was not there. Clear? Even though in costing side also new things are introduced in the syllabus, but 2 or 3 areas will be existing, part of existing syllabus. So game theory, totally new topic. Simulation was already there. Networking already there. Learning curve previously already there. Now application of maxima, minima. This is a new topic. Now time series regression. This is also new topic. Tools for data analysis is also new topic. Means from a student's point of view, game theory, maxima, minima, time series, regression, data analysis is new topics. But these topics are part of operation research in the old syllabus, that is before 2008. Before 2008 syllabus, already maxima, minima, time series, these are already covered. Okay, so my point of view it is not a new syllabus. Your point of view it is a new syllabus. Only in costing, some innovative things are given. In operation research, topics are same. There is no new topic here. From your side, game theory is new topic, maxima, minima, time series regression. Okay. So first we will cover the QT side, QT part. Thereafter we will start costing. Okay. So because of QT only, you should thanks to institute also, because it becomes scoring now. Clear? Otherwise scoring will be difficult. So paper number 16 will now scoring for you. Easily you can score 30 marks in QT and remaining 30 should target, so exemption can be possible. Okay. Next thing, if you deeply analyze the subject along with the brief contents, here it is mentioned. Okay. So first topic is introduction to cost management. Mostly from this area, theory question will come. In this topic, what is covered by the institute? In this topic, special focus will be on why organizations will follow SCM. What is the necessity? Next, in the cutthroat competitive world, how to manage the cost. So cost management techniques will be covered here. Suppose it means you have to release the product at a targeted price only. So compulsorily entity has to minimize the cost. So for minimizing cost, what should be required? How it is possible? So that will be done through value analysis, value chain or value engineering, cost reduction technique, cost control technique. From this, they can reduce the cost of the product. Otherwise, reduction is not possible. So how this will be done? That will be understand in this chapter. Next is supply chain management. Supply chain management means how to manage the supply and chain between the organization. So this is a theoretical topic. Okay. Next, quality control and quality cost. In quality cost, total quality management is your main topic. Lean accounting, Six Sigma is a small topics. Main topic is what? Total quality management. Lean accounting and Six Sigma means suppose if organization want to produce the products defect free, 100% defect free product they want to manufacture. So what they have to follow? So that system is called as Six Sigma. So this system was developed by Motorola company and throughout the world this is adopted also. So 99.99% production will be defect free if any organization follows the Six Sigma concept. Okay. Lean accounting means suppose one student became very fat after eating burger, pizza or unnecessary food. So starting for taste purpose, he will consume the junk food. But later on, what he realized? Unnecessarily fat increasing in my body. Now I have to reduce this. So doctor treatment required or not? Or any physio treatment is required or not? Definitely required. But when doctor is giving the treatment, you have to be very careful. Ultimately, your health should be very important. It means your weight has to be reduced, excess fat has to be removed from body, but there should be no effect on your health. So lean accounting is also same. Lean management means in organization what are the different areas in which cost is unnecessarily incurred, cost is unnecessarily spending. So organization has to identify. Similarly in product also, what are the areas in which they are incurring the cost, which is even not necessary for customer. If you charge that amount to the customer, cost of the product will increase. And generally customer feeling ki it is not good. So that cost we have to eliminate from the product. While eliminating the cost, compulsory cost will minimize. But there should be no effect on quality of the product. That is called as lean system. Japanese system this is. Okay. So very simple, easy. But in depth we will understand this topic because nowadays this is the most hot topic. Lean system. Lean system means reducing the unnecessary cost. Clear? For which customer is not interested to pay. Sometime on one product, one cost will be there or 2-3 types of cost will be there. Customer is not interested to pay that. So if you remove that, cost of the product will decrease and quality is also not affected. So that type of system is called as lean management. It is called as what? Lean management. Now Six Sigma already I explained. Okay. Now in decision making, main your discussion will be on marginal costing and transfer pricing. Because here only students will be getting the challenge. Marginal costing and transfer pricing. Remaining topics easy. We can easily understand like throughput costing, product life cycle costing. Okay, these topics are understandable, easy also. Clear? So decisions involving alternative choices, pricing decision, transfer pricing, relevant cost, target costing. Okay, from this the most challenging area is decisions involving alternative choices and transfer pricing. Clear? Relevant costing is also important. Relevant costing is the backbone of decision making. So first we will start from relevant costing only. After understanding relevant costing only, decision making is understandable. So this is the core topic. Right? Thereafter, target costing, relevant costing, target costing. Relevant costing means exactly what? I will explain step by step. This is overview only. First, decisions involving alternative choices means like product mix decision, key factor decision, make or buy decision, shut down or continue decision. Clear? Subcontracting decision. Subcontracting means production should be carried out in the factory or workshop, or it should be subcontracted to the other person. Clear? Diversification of the product. So look, these decisions are called as decisions involving alternative choices. Pricing decision means there are two types of pricing strategies in the organization. One is internal pricing, another is external pricing. Internal pricing means it is called as transfer pricing. It means when one of the organization is having 2-3 divisions. So instead of purchasing the product from external market, if they purchase the product from their internal division, at what price the product should be supplied. So there is a deal between two departments and there is a negotiation between two departments. So these departments will negotiate about the price. Reason is purchaser does not want to pay maximum amount. He want to pay minimum only. And seller want to charge maximum. So between maximum and minimum, one price is decided. So that price is transfer price. So this you will understand in transfer pricing. This is called as internal transfer pricing system. Now external transfer pricing system means for external customer, how cost will be charged, what is the price to be decided. So that is called as what? External pricing system. So this depends on different circumstances. Like Jio, starting Jio has given the data free of cost only. Only what you need to do, only have to purchase a SIM. So by purchasing this SIM, they have given the free data, almost all for 1 year. Clear? So this type of pricing strategy is called as penetration pricing system. It means first starting we should give the services free of cost. Once customers are habitual, then automatically if you charge price also, they will ready to pay. Like mostly this is possible in case of alcoholic products. Alcoholic products starting what will happen? First everybody will say no. Later on, once he became habitual for that, from any source he will manage the amount and he will purchase or not. So that is called as penetration system. In what way price should be decided. Next is technology items. In technology items, starting only there is a demand for the product. Once new innovative product came, existing will be out. Clear? So that is called as skimming policy. Skimming. Starting only they should gain more from the customer. Once product become older, there is no possibility to recover high price. So this is called as skimming. So like this different pricings will be there. Skimming, clear, penetration, going rate, clear, different pricing systems. Okay. So this we will understand in pricing strategies. So this is called as external pricing system. So from this topic mostly case study type question will come. Like organization is following this type of pricing. So what should be the name of that pricing? First case study type questions will come here. Transfer pricing already I explained. Now relevant costing. Relevant costing means suppose you are evaluating a decision. Management accountant is evaluating one decision. So while evaluating the decision, what are the costs which has to consider in decision making? It means what are the costs which is relevant for his decision making or the area for which he is taking the decision. For that area, what are the costs which are relevant for decision making? that should be considered and he has to evaluate. So in relevant costing, sometimes fixed cost is also relevant, sometimes variable cost is also relevant, sometimes variable is not relevant also, sometimes variable is also not relevant. So depends on what? Whether it is relating to that decision or not. Whether it is relating to that decision or not. If any cost that is influencing that decision, cost is increasing, his decision can change if it does not include cost or include cost. Those will be included. Those will be included. So I'll explain in detail, don't worry. Okay. Next is life cycle costing. Life cycle costing means every product will have life like a human being. Some product will generate huge revenue in starting stage and later on it will decrease. Okay. Like beginning, normal, maturity, means growth, maturity, then decline. This is the life cycle of a product. Introduction stage, then normal stage, then growth, then it will achieve to maturity, thereafter decline. These are the phases. So during this, how organization is earning the revenue and the cost which is incurred should be recovered from product. Now students will think here, sir, cost means variable cost, fixed cost that we have to recover from product. Now yes, variable cost recoverability is very easy. But before launching the product, organization will incur a very huge amount on research and development, R&D. How to recover that? So mainly that is discussed in life cycle costing. Understand? Next is decision making using probability. Decision making using probability means uncertain situations. In this decision first case, decisions involving alternative choices, we have not predicted any uncertainty. But if decision maker is predicting any uncertainty situation, then how to take the decision? So in that case, probability will come. So by using probability, we have to evaluate. So chapter, this decision involving alternative choices, decision making using probability, concept is same. Only this is covering the uncertain situation. Only this is covering the uncertain situation. Now next is activity based management and just in time. So here activity based costing is covered, activity based management is also covered, responsibility accounting is also covered. Okay, just in time. Okay, just in time means it is a technique which is used for avoiding the unnecessary costs, like especially in case of inventory management. Already this you learned at intermediate level, material, direct material. So there are two methodologies. One is traditional, one is GIT. In traditional, organizations will follow what? First they will order the material, they will store the material. From storage, material will be issued to production department. Then goods are produced. Again it will be sent to warehouse. In warehouse it is stored. And when customer is placing the order, then it will be released. But in just in time, first order is booked. First order is booked. Sales order is booked first. Then for completing that sales order, how much raw material required? That will be immediately ordered. That will be immediately ordered. And directly that material comes to factory, not in stores. So in just in time system, there is no storage. There is no stores department because they will not carry the inventory. So when they are not carrying inventory, store department not required. Store department not required. Directly how much quantity they have to sell, that they have to produce. So that is directly coming from supplier to factory gate. And that will be produced in the factory. And from factory it will be directly dispatched to customer. So there is no warehousing required, there is no storage required. Understand? So this will reduce cost or not? Storage cost, carrying cost. That's why this system is right now also very popular. Clear? So in detail we will discuss this. So all topics are very interesting topics. And after learning this topic, you feel ki, yes, we are learning innovative costing system. Intermediate level costing system is 70-80% outdated. This is a new costing. After learning this, you feel ki, this is really costing. What we learn at intermediate level, that is a outdated type. Definitely will feel. Next is throughput accounting, backflash accounting, benchmarking. Throughput accounting means generally you learn operation management and costing at intermediate level. So operation management subject, you learn linear programming. I mean, in detail I am not asking the question. Linear programming you learn na? So in linear programming, entire topic is based on what? Maximization, minimization. Entire linear program is connected with what? Maximization or minimization. Entire QT is connected with maximization, minimization only. Okay? So in quantitative techniques or operation research, mainly decision maker has to evaluate various types of situation according to the necessity of the organization. Necessity means sometimes organizations will not have unlimited resources. Organizations will have limited resources only. So how to utilize the limited resources in optimum way? How to utilize the limited resources in optimum way? That is mainly targeted in throughput. Example. What is throughput accounting? I will explain in very simple story. Suppose 3 persons are going for one pilgrimage. One is grandfather, his son and grandson. Now grandson is not very small also, he can walk. So in pilgrimage, one place came where there is no vehicle available. So compulsory they have to walk. Now grandfather energy will be very less, so he cannot walk very fast. And son and grandson. Grandson is very small, he is having full energy, so he can walk also, he can run also. Clear? Now son has to control both. Grandfather also, son also, his son also. Clear? Suppose if son is running, grandfather can run? Not possible na. Grandfather is not having energy. So first he has to control his father or his son. Son. If he control his son, then his son will not run. So along with grandfather, he can reach to the destination. So here the constraint is what? Son. Son we have to control. It means actually grandfather is a constraint, but because of son, the grandfather cannot run fastly now. So we have to control what? Son. It means there are 3 departments. There are 3 departments. Department 1 can produce 1000 units. After that it will give into department 2. Department 2 capacity is suppose 1200 units. And department 3 capacity suppose 800 units. All are interlinked with each other. All are interlinked with each other. 1 1000 capacity, 2 1200 capacity, 3 800 capacity. Suppose if 1 is producing 1000 units, department 2 can having the capacity to manufacture 1200 na, so it can easily take and manufacture 1000. But if they manufacture 1000 and it is given to department 3, department 3 capacity how much? 800 only. So 200 units will be pile up. 200 units will be pile up. It means unnecessary stock will accumulate here. Unnecessary stock will accumulate because its capacity is how much? 800 only. So if previous departments are manufacturing more than 800, unnecessary inventory will pile up and accumulate it in department 3. So according to department 3, 1 and 2 should work. Now you understand grandfather story. So here this is called as what? Bottleneck. Bottleneck. Bottleneck means entire flow is stopped by department 3. It means department 1 is having very good flow, department 2 is also having very good flow, but this 2 department flow is stopped by which department? 3 department. Bottle, neck. Okay? So if reverse the bottle, flow will stop or not? Because of neck. You cut the neck, water will fall down. So who is stopping the flow? Neck. You cut off the neck, entire water will be held down or not. So in organizations also, some of the departments will stop the flow. You have to cut that. Or according to that, we have to manage the production. That is called as throughput. That is called as what? Throughput. So throughput is a very modern type costing technique. In this technique, important point is what? Direct labor is not treated as variable. Direct labor is treated as fixed here. When we study throughput accounting, when we study throughput accounting, only direct material is variable. Only direct material is what? Because nowadays, direct labor is fixed. Think practically. Suppose you are running a very big factory, permanent employees required or not? Like in administration, they are doing the administration work. If they are permanent, the persons who are producing or manufacturing, if they are not permanent, production is possible. So permanently we have to hire them. Only limited number of employees are not permanent. So mostly employees are permanent or not? So if they are permanent, even their labor also, the salaries will be, their wages will be fixed. So in throughput accounting, direct labor and variable overhead connected with direct labor is treated as fixed cost. Okay? So intermediate level you learn direct labor. In all topics, always what you followed, ki labor is variable. In other topics also always we follow variable, direct labor is variable. But in this topic when we study, suddenly everything will change. Here direct labor is not a variable. Here direct labor is what? Fixed. Understand? So this is throughput. When we study, you will understand automatically. Just I am giving the overview. In which chapter what is there. Okay? Next is performance evaluation. Performance evaluation, your main topic is standard costing. Okay? So in standard costing, material variance, labor variance, overhead variance, single plan, partial plan, we have to cover. Control ratios we have to cover. Reconciliation statement also we have to learn now. Okay? After this, sales variances also. And some new points also we have to cover in standard costing. That is relationship of standard costing with other cost management techniques. Now standard costing with just in time, standard costing with activity based costing, standard costing with relevant costing, operational planning variance. So these are the new areas. So now this time standard costing is not same like intermediate. 60% intermediate level, 40% totally new. Right? So when we start standard costing also, don't think already intermediate level we learn. No. Clear? So this is your costing overview. After that, linear programming, QT. So in linear programming, mainly 4 parts will be covered. One is formulation, second is graphical method, third is simplex method, fourth is duality, dual model. Dual model means converting primal into dual. Means in linear programming, generally if we convert the entire problem into a matrix, either it will be a 3 into 3 matrix or 2 into 2 matrix or 4 into 4 matrix, like this. Matrix form will come now. So ultimately in matrix what will be there? Rows, columns will be there. So converting rows into columns, columns into rows is called as duality. That is called as what? duality. So dual mean conversion, rows into columns, columns into rows. So formulation, graphical, simplex, dual. Okay. So linear programming is in detail we will study. Simplex method is always a challenging method. If your max is weak, definitely will struck in simplex method. Okay. So full practice will be required in this method. So be careful with your marks, means max part. You want to score the good marks. Agar your max is weak, definitely you will suffer in simplex method, only in this method. Remaining, you can understand. Transportation. In transportation, previously what you learned, same is there, but level of problems will be complicated here. So previously what you learned at intermediate level in transportation, northwest corner rule, okay, least cost method, Vogel approximation method, then test of optimality. Test of optimality. Test of optimality can be done by modified distribution method. Clear? Modified distribution method. Okay, so the test of optimality also we will discuss here. Okay, so transportation, same, no changes in this, only level of problems are advanced problems covered here. Okay, thereafter is assignment. In assignment, same problems are there, some extra stuff is covered here. Like in assignment, what are the different types of questions you studied, same will be covered here, along with some additional questions which are generally complicated, advanced level in the final level. Actually in final level, very rarely questions will come from assignment and transportation. According to past trend I am saying. According to past trend, if you analyze past 16 examination papers, only one time, two times transportation assignment tested. So here also in assignment, we have to learn entire assignment procedure, what you studied at intermediate level, but problems will be advanced level problems. Okay, not simple problems. Clear? Game theory is a new topic. Game theory, new topic means competitions. This topic is generally on what? Competition, competitors. Suppose company A, company B, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. These are the main competitors for soft drink market now. So what strategy Pepsi will use? What strategy Coca-Cola will use? So if Pepsi gain, who will lose this market share? Coke. If Coke gain, who lose? Pepsi. So one player gain will be another player loss. This we have to understand in game theory. Understand? So game theory is purely on what? Two persons competition. Sometimes more than two persons also there. So if they are competing with each other, who will be winning side, who will be losing side. Okay. Next is simulation. Simulation means what? Generally at intermediate level this topic was there. Okay. So simulation means it is a prototype system. It is a prototype system, means before handling to the actual situation, we will develop a prototype system. Before handling to a actual system, we will develop a prototype system. So in prototype system, we will consider all types of queries, and decision maker wants to solve each and every type of query, so that when actually system came into the existence, there should be no difficulty to handle that. There should be no difficulty to handle that. So by developing a prototype system, they will understand what are the challenges they can face in the actual system. If they are ready for that, in actual system it occurs, they can easily manage or not. So for that purpose, simulation will be used. Like doctor, patient. There is a clinic. Doctor is arriving at 9 o'clock. Every patient is coming at 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So generally, patients will call for taking the appointment now. So how much time slot you have to give? 30 minutes or 40 minutes? So before giving the allotments to the client, means patients, generally they have to develop a system. And in this system, they have to check what is the waiting time. According to that, they have to give the time slot. So that if actual patient is coming, he has no need to wait. Means patient more waiting is also nowadays difficult now. Suppose if doctor is giving 30 minutes appointment time, patient came, but on existing patient only is spending 1 hour time. So patient has to wait for extra 30 minutes or not. So before giving the time slot to patient, they will develop a prototype system. In that they will check what should be the time slot given to different patient. First patient how much, second how much, like this. So they will develop a prototype system and they will understand that. And accordingly, in actual system, they will follow that. So that is called as what? Simulation. Okay, if you haven't understand at intermediate level, don't worry, I will explain in detail. All topics I will explain in detail, means I will understand or I will assume you don't know anything about this. From zero I will start. Otherwise some students will face the difficulty also because of gap, maybe forgot also. Network analysis. Network analysis means when to start, when to end. Scheduling. When to start, when to end. So if any work we start, that start from a particular activity and it will be end up with particular activity. So from starting activity to ending activity, some time will be required on every activity. Understand? And there is a particular time mentioned to the person who is taking this decision. So that person has to complete this task in that time only. So he has to manage his project properly or not. Like government has given L&T metro project to L&T company. So that start from a particular activity and it will end up with particular activity. And government has given one deadline also now, during this time you should complete. So he has to understand in which activity how much time consumed, which activity is critical, how to handle, so that his project should be completed on time. So this is a time management technique and cost management technique. So before starting the actual work, they will construct the network diagram. So from that network diagram, they will understand which activity requires how much time, so that total project will be completed in how much time. And during this, which activity is more critical and which path is to be followed. If they follow that path, then project will be completed on time or not. If they follow other path, then what will be the extra time? Like this we will study in networking. What is that? Scheduling. It is what? Scheduling. Clear? So in that mainly what is covered? PERT and CPM. PERT and CPM. Now what is PERT, what is CPM we will discuss in networking topic only. Next is learning curve. Learning curve already you studied at intermediate level. So in learning curve, one of the main assumption is what? Key workers are working first time on that particular work or job, and gradually they are learning. Gradually they are learning. So by repeating the activity, so their speed is increasing, their efficiency is improving, so that one point will come their speed or learning will be saturated. So they will perform it very fast. Beyond that, no learning possible. So if organization following the learning curve theory, what will happen is, suppose if I ask one question to student, if one labor is taking 1 hour time for producing 1 unit, so how much time he will take for producing 20 units? So intermediate level student simply answer 20 hours. One labor is producing 1 unit in 1 hour. So how much time you will take for 20 units means, what is the answer? 20 hours. But this is without learning curve. Without learning curve. If same units is producing, his efficiency will increase or not? Speed will increase or not? So because of efficiency in speed, what time he means consuming for first unit, again for second, third, fourth, same time he will consume? No, time will reduce. And one point will come where his learning will be saturated. So because of learning effect, his efficiency will increase. It means in 20 hours he will not produce 20 units. He will produce 20 units within means less than 20 hours time. Because of learning effect. Because of learning effect. Suppose previously you learned assignment at intermediate level. Again now you learn. So your speed will increase or not? Same problem previously you solved in 10 minutes. Now you can solve in 8 minutes. Clear? Or 7 minutes. So because of repetition, speed will increase or not? Obviously increase, no? So in learning curve that is covered. Okay. So here in learning curve, if labor cost decreasing, variable cost will also decrease because variable overhead is linked with labor hours. Variable overhead is linked with what? Labor hours. This is overview. So it means from this overview, what you can understand, ki, sir, some topics I learned at intermediate also. Learning curve, duties part. So it is not totally a new subject. Some portion you studied at inter-level. Okay. Next, maxima minima. Maxima minima means it is your calculus derivative. Calculus derivative. So this was previously there in SPM paper. In which paper? So SPM se nikal ke and डाल दिए बस. This is not a new syllabus. Old only. Bottle changed. Only what change? Bottle change. So previously this was covered in SPM paper. Now from SPM they removed this topic and they introduced in SCM paper. So in this topic your differentiation will be tested. Calculus. Differentiation. First order, second order, third order. 3 order ही लगते हैं यहाँ पर mostly. So from that we have to decide the things. Okay. So this is your syllabus. Regression, time series is statistical test questions or topics. Time series means here time is the key factor. Regression means estimation technique. Time series also estimation technique. Regression also estimation technique. Means on the basis of time span, the decision maker want to estimate how estimations will take place, that you will understand in time series and regression. So in time series especially time is used. In regression, if it is not related to time also, we can estimate. The regression does not require time. You can use regression technique for any prediction, estimation purpose. So regression is specifically used for estimation. Like from 10th onwards, I am gathering your data. 10th you scored this marks. Intermediate, 11th, 12th, CMA foundation, CMA inter. So I have some data. Clear? According to this data, if I predict what you can score in final, that is possible or not? So estimation, that is what? Estimation. So here one equation is framed. One equation is framed. From that equation we can estimate the future. We can estimate the future. So this is a purely statistical technique which is used for estimation purpose. Now why this technique is used in costing? By future, if you estimate how much sale is possible, according to that only you will arrange your resources, na? Why unnecessarily you will arrange your resources? How much sale is possible, if you estimate from time series, according to that only you will manage your resources, na? Arrange your resources, na? You are ready for that. You don't know what can be the sales in future. Estimation is possible. Not possible. Or controlling is possible? Not possible. So to arrange the things, to utilize the resources, compulsory you should have some figure in your mind. Without that you cannot manage the things properly. So this is the reason ki we use time series and regression or estimation. And last and final is data analysis. This is a theory topic only. Nowadays data science is very much important ना, उसका एक introduction है समझिए यहाँ पर. Okay, so this is your syllabus, right? Actually, when we discuss about syllabus na, mostly people will do what? Only they will read chapter names. But in our case, I have used different approach. I explain ki what is there in every topic. If you understand, good. If you do not understand, anyhow we cover in future. Clear? So this is the your syllabus part. Okay. Now once again, please be serious about your marks. So when you start linear programming, assignment, transportation, 15 marks portion will be covered from this. In these three topics, any topic can be tested. According to past trend, linear programming is the hot area. Examiner tested more questions from this. Okay. Next is game theory, simulation, networking, learning curve. 15. Now according to past trend, mostly simulation is tested. What is tested? Simulation. Second, learning curve tested. Okay. But nowadays networking also important. So in this segment, examiner can test anything. So here prediction is very difficult because game theory is also new chapter. So compulsory examiner will test the question on this. Next is maxima minima time series. So in my opinion, in one attempt he will test time series regression, in one attempt he will test maxima minima. Like this he will get the question paper. Suppose in this attempt, if maxima minima tested, so next attempt time series will come. In this way paper will be set by institute. Okay. So important and very means compulsory topics. Linear programming, compulsory you have to understand in depth. Simulation. Simulation chapter is looking like very simple. Simulation topic is looking like very simple, but when I start this topic now, almost all every challenging situation I will cover. So that your exam paper should be looking like this time. My target is what ki tough to tough conditions also you can manage 60 mark पेपर. अगर एग्जामिनर टफ से टफ भी बना लिया पेपर, लास्ट टाइम बनाया ना सेकंड ग्रुप में, तो आपको कुछ परेशानी तो नहीं हुई जब मैनेज कर लिया आप लोग. तो वैसे ही टारगेट है मेरा आप कि टफ से टफ पेपर भी आया तो इवन इफ पेपर इज वेरी टफ साइड ऑल्सो यू कैन मैनेज 60. So accordingly the level of questions I drafted here. Clear? अब देखिए one of the advantages is what? I learn all these topics at CMA intermediate, CMA final, CA final. 3 बार मैं पढ़ा उसको. How many times I learned? At intermediate level I learned all this. CMA final also I learned this. CA final also I learned this. And already I have taught 3 to 4 batches. तो कितने बार रिपीट हो गया मेरे को? ऑलरेडी 7 to 8 टाइम्स हो गया मेरे साथ. तो मेरे लिए नया नहीं है कुछ भी है. This is not a new for me. Clear? And operation research subject will not change. Operation research subject, quantitative techniques will not change. Costing also, some new things will added in existing only. Clear? Entire topic is not changed. Like standard costing, base will be same only. In that some topics will be included. So this is not a very difficult paper. Be relaxed, scoring paper. Okay? But practice required. Clear? In costing, what are the very important topics is marginal costing, decision making, transfer pricing, throughput accounting, target costing, activity based costing, standard costing, and total quality management. At any cost, you should learn this. You learn easily, you can score 40 marks from 60. Okay. So now we'll start the quantitative techniques first. In quantitative techniques, today I am starting first topic, assignment. Which topic? Assignment. Now reason behind starting assignment topic is, today we are starting the batch now. So within 1 week, some other students will also join. If I start very difficult topic, they will miss that. This is the reason I am starting from assignment. Okay. And after CMA final exams are over, morning one class, evening one class. So evening should attend either face to face or live stream from your home. Evening time I will start SFM paper. क्लियर है? फिर 2 सब्जेक्ट एक साथ पढ़ाए तो सिलेबस जल्दी होता है, एक के बाद एक पढ़ेंगे बहुत देर हो जाएगा फिर. तो मॉर्निंग टाइम SCM, इवनिंग टाइम SFM. क्लियर? So your exams will be completed by 24th na? 22nd, huh? Okay, 22nd. So from 23 or 24 onwards, we will start SFM paper also. So morning one subject, evening one subject. Clear? One batch will be face-to-face batch. One batch will be live streaming batch. Both if you want face-to-face means 2 बार आना पड़ता फिर आपको. That is your choice. That is your choice. Clear? So you should decide later. But compulsory 2 times you have to attend the classes. Morning also, evening also. Then only syllabus will be completed on time. Reason, this is July month. So August month onwards we will start, suppose example SFM paper. So August, September, October. In 3 months SFM will be completed and SCM is also completed. So SCM is started initially now. Even though chapters are more, but we starting 20 days before now. So SCM, SFM both will be completed by October. If you study morning, evening also, then you have 2 months time for practice. This time I am expecting exams will be in January month. Which month? January month. So November month, December month, even in December 15 always exams, like exams on December 15 onwards they have structured or scheduled. You have 50 days time. How much time? 50 days. So compulsory 2 times you have to learn this subject. Clear? Means along with other papers also this schedule. Along with other papers also. Means 3 days 1, 3 days 2. Like this we follow this. Or 4 days, 3 days schedule will be prepared. Okay. So maximum time I am giving here. Actually this is completed in 60 to 65 classes. 60 to 65 classes. Initially your timings will be 2 hours. After that your class will be for 3 hours. Your class will be for morning 7 to 10, evening 6:30 to 9:30. Evening 6:30 to 9:30. Okay, this will be the schedule. Understand? So if 3 hours class we schedule now, it will be completed in 60 classes. How many classes? 60. 60 classes into 3 hours, 180 hours. So every subject will be completed in 160 to 180 hours. Okay? Chalo, so without wasting time, now we'll start the assignment topic. Okay. So first topic is your assignment problems. This is a part of your quantitative techniques or operation research. Now, first, before starting this topic, one simple question. Quantitative techniques or operation research means what? This is for knowledge purpose only. Examination point of view, this will not come. Because in your syllabus, they have not given introduction to QT. Directly they are giving the chapters. This is a formal question. What is quantitative techniques or operation research? You studied at intermediate level, so you may answer. See, actually quantitative techniques or operation research, both are same, they are interchangeably used. Operation research is developed during the World War or after completion of the World War. Mostly it is used during the World War. During the World War, the American Air Force, Navy, what they face is limited situations, constrained situation. Within this time they have to complete that. Within these resources they have to complete that. So this type of challenges will be there in front of American soldiers. So American High Command, especially order key, you have to develop techniques, some mathematical techniques. So if you develop some mathematical techniques, we should follow those mathematical techniques during the World War, so that easily we can manage the resources and easily we can arrange the resources. And on time we can perform. On time we can perform. So American mathematicians mostly develop these techniques. Other mathematicians also develop this, but a major contribution in the field of operation research is done by the American mathematicians. During Second World War time, they developed most of the operational research technique. Because war is a operation. War is a operation. Every time if you see any movie, any Bollywood or Hollywood movie, whenever there is a war, they will call this war as what? An operation. Okay, so in these operations they have done some research and they succeeded. So because of that, America is a very powerful country, because they developed advanced operational research technique during the time of Second World War and they manage the things properly. That's why they are the superpower. They dominate the entire world also. Clear? But other operational research techniques have been developed by different countries also, but major contribution has been done by America. Clear? So operational research is nothing but, if an operation is there, what is the objective of that operation? To achieve that objective, always some limitations will be there, challenges will be there, limited resources only available. So by using those limited resources, by using the limited things, how we can achieve the objective? How we can achieve the objective? By minimizing the cost and maximizing the profit is called as your operational research. So operational research is also termed as quantitative techniques. So these techniques can be used in management decision making also. Management decision making also. Because your course is purely on what? Decision making. Once you became cost and management accountant, ultimately you have to take what? Decision makes. You are involved in what? Decision making. So regularly decision making is part of your life. So in that, some of the decisions will be easy, some of the decisions will be very challenging. So how you can manage the challenging decisions? If data is very vast also, if data is sometimes limited also. So they introduce this quantitative techniques in the syllabus. Clear? So main objective of operation research is two only. Either maximization of profit or minimization of cost. Clear? Ultimate target ultimate objective of quantitative techniques or operation research is what? Maximization of profit, minimization of cost. Clear? If cost is minimized, automatically profit will be maximized. If profit maximization is your objective, ultimately you need to do what? Minimize cost. So some of the areas will be related to minimization of cost. Some of the areas will be related to maximization of profit. So ultimately entire subject will be between these two only. Minimization of cost or maximization of profit. Clear? And cost minimization is always a part of your decision making for management accountant. So this operational research subject is covering, QT is covering minimization of cost. So obviously it needs to be learned by the management accountant. It has to be learned by the management accountant. That's why institute has introduced this in syllabus. Now one very important information I will share with you. Actually nowadays all these operational research techniques will be done through software. Ready-made software is available. Ready-made, if you input the data, automatically software give the result. Clear? So nowadays on paper nobody will use this. It is a totally computerized system now. Totally advanced computerized software developed here. Clear? So starting when operational research subject is introduced, when there is no computers, how they understand the situation, how they handle the situation, how they minimize cost, how they maximize profits. All this initially in what way they learn now, that you are learning now. But right now everything is available on software. Even if you want to use this on software, you need manual knowledge. You need manual knowledge. This is the reason ki still institute is continuing with this. Otherwise, ready-made software is available. Like in tax also, TDS software is available. But still you learn TDS or not. If you input any data in TDS software, software itself will give the answers. But still you are learning TDS or not. This is also same. This is some small overview about operational research. Ki why you are learning. Why before learning you should understand na ki why I am learning. Otherwise, by end you have one feeling in your mind. Ki why I am learning this, why I am learning this. So beginning only you should clear with this. Ki what is the necessity of this. Why you are learning this. Okay. Now come to the main assignment. Assignment means what? Assignment is nothing but assigning the work to different peoples, so that each and every worker or person should be involved in the work, and one person cannot do the dual work or two types of things. He should be concentrated on one particular area only, and your cost should be also minimum and your profit should be maximum. This is actually assignment. Assignment is a procedure. Assignment is a procedure. In this procedure, ultimately, a specific task, a specific work is assigned to different persons from different areas, so that all types of tasks should be given to different persons, so that no person should be idle and no person should get more than one type of work. Each and every person will be concentrating on one work, and all work should be assigned to all persons. So assignment is nothing but a procedure. So in this procedure, assigning means what? Giving some work. Assigning means what? Giving some work. Allocating some work. Allocating some work. Simple example. Suppose in one college, 4 lecturers are there and 4 classrooms are there. So it is a part-time college, samjhiye, not full day. So 4 lecturers should be assigned to 4 classrooms. And in what way you have to assign the 4 classroom to 4 faculties? Ki 1 classroom will be assigned to 1 faculty only. 1 faculty should not get 2 classrooms. And all faculties have to be engaged. And no faculty should be idle. And cost should be also minimum. Cost should be also minimum. Okay. So theoretically, if you learn assignment, what they mention in books is, assignment is a special case of transportation problem. Assignment is a special case of transportation problem. It means assignment problems you can solve in transportation also. Assignment problem you can solve in linear programming also. Assignment problem you can solve by using trial and error method also. Trial and error method means without using any technique, like a layman. So you can solve assignment problem by using any method. Enumerated method bolte usko. Enumerated method means that is called as trial error. Trial error means if I given this task to this person, if I given this task to this person, like this trial error, permutation combination. So assignment can be made from permutation combination. Assignment can be done from using linear programming also. Assignment can be done by using transportation also. But in these 3 situations, normal person cannot understand the things easily. Suppose if a person want to use assignment concept on trial and error basis, first assignment समझ में आया सबको? What is assignment? Or shall I repeat one more time? So concentrate here. Just roughly I will explain what is assignment. Maybe this you will learn at intermediate level, but for simplicity purpose I am discussing again. Okay, now concentrate. Suppose there are many situations where assignment can be possible, like people, machine and so on. So here one example is given. So there are A, B, C, D jobs available. Now workers also 1, 2, 3, 4. If job A is done by worker 1, he will take 45 minutes time. B suppose 40 minutes time, C 51, D 50, like this. In matrix they mentioned, if this job A is done by worker 1, how much time he will take, worker 2, how much time, worker 3, worker 4. Like in all jobs, if every worker is working, how much time they will spend. So ultimately in your organization, what should be your objective? Ki you should give the work to worker who can do the work in efficient way. Who can do the work in efficient means all jobs should be completed very fast. All jobs should be completed very fast. And cost should be minimum. Cost should be minimum. It's very simple. If worker A, worker 1, 2, 3, 4, they are working on different jobs. If you give the work to a worker who is doing the job very late, so obviously in that case cost will increase or not? Common na? Any worker who is doing the work not fastly or efficiently, if you allocate the work to him, what will be ultimately happens? Your cost will increase and your work will not be completed on time also. So there is a requirement to complete everything on time. And always what you are thinking, minimization. Minimization of cost, maximization of profit. So you have to allocate the work to which worker? The worker who can done the things in efficient way or fast way. Understand? So if you give the job A to worker 1, he will take 45 minutes time. Worker B 40, worker C 51, worker D 67. So in this way, if you see, it is looking like what? He worker 1, if he do job B, it is better. Normally without assignment procedure. Right now, as a layman, if you give job B to worker 1, it will be better, na? Because worker B is taking 40 minutes time on job B. Clear? And other jobs, he is taking more time. Understand? Similarly, second worker, 57, 42, 63, 55. So, actually, if you give the job B to worker 2, 42 minutes he will take, but already this job is given to first worker. So again you cannot give this job to second worker, na? So right now it is not possible, because in assignment the rule is what? One job will be given to one worker only. Two jobs cannot be given to one worker, and two workers cannot do one job. So 1:1 ratio. The rule of thumb in assignment is what? 1:1 ratio. इसको सिंपल तरीके से कैसे समझना है, सुनिए. One male, one female can marry with each other. Two females can marry with one person, or two male persons can marry with female. ऐसा शादी देखे कभी? You have seen any time कि two persons are marrying with one lady, or two ladies are marrying with one male person? ऐसा देखे कहीं? तो असाइनमेंट में वही रूल लगता है, सिंपल रूल. 1:1. ऑन स्टेज एवरी टाइम मैरिज 1:1. कभी देखे क्या दो लोग एक से शादी कर रहे? कभी देखे ऐसा? नॉट पॉसिबल ना. तो हियर ऑल्सो नॉट पॉसिबल. वेरी सिंपल भाई. टू अंडरस्टैंड द सिचुएशन वी नीड सम एग्जाम्पल और नॉट. So this is best example, because all jobs should be assigned to all workers. All jobs should be assigned to all workers, so that no worker should be idle. No worker should be idle. कोई खाली नहीं बैठना है. Nobody should be idle, and no job should be unassigned. Every job should be assigned. So combination is what? 1:1. 1:1 required or not? So once job B is given to worker 1, then it should not be given to other workers. Should not be given to other workers. Similarly, second worker, if second worker is doing job B, he is taking less time, but he cannot get the job B because already it is given to worker 1. So it means which job should be given to which worker, we have to decide by proper arrangement. By proper arrangement, so that your total time should be minimum. Your total time should be minimum. That is called as assignment procedure. That is called as what? Assignment procedure. Now this assignment procedure can be done in 4 different ways. One is enumerated method, or that is called as trial and error method. One is linear programming technique. Another is transportation technique. And last and final, assignment. First assignment technique is not developed. First linear programming developed. This assignment problem is also handled in linear programming. Thereafter, in some cases, assignment problems can be solved by transportation also. But if assignment is covered in linear programming, if assignment is covered in transportation, it will be very complicated and time consuming process. So one Hungarian mathematician developed a separate concept of this. Okay, Hungarian mathematician developed a separate concept on this assignment procedure. So he used opportunity cost method. He used opportunity cost method. Previously in linear programming, transportation model, opportunity cost is not covered. So because of that, it is looking like very challenging also, time consuming also. So ultimately, Hungarian mathematician understand that this is complex. It should be solved by simple technique. So ultimately, he used the concept of opportunity cost. So he given some set of rules here. If you follow that, in simplest way, we achieve the target. This is the reason you are learning assignment. ये तो क्यों पढ़ेंगे भाई? Already linear programming, we can solve this assignment problem. Why we have to study assignment separately? If you study assignment in linear programming, it is very complicated. Okay, so that's why a simplified version required. So Hungarian mathematician develop a simplified version. So worldwide it is adopted and acceptable. Okay, अब वो mathematician का नाम कोनिक कुछ नाम है उसका, KNOIG exact line हो, हाँ कोनिक ही होगा उसका नाम. तो देखिए, this is first method, complete enumeration method, trial and error method बोलते हैं उसको. So कितना मैट्रिक्स है ये? 4. Okay, 4 into 4 matrix. Compulsory in assignment problems, matrix should be same. 4 workers means 4 jobs. 5 jobs, 5 workers. Otherwise, assignment is not possible because your ratio is 1:1. Ratio is what? 1:1. So first we have to check key matrix is balanced, matrix is unbalanced. If matrix is unbalanced, then we have to convert this into balance by introducing a dummy row or column. By introducing a dummy row or column, understand? So enumeration method का मतलब है, enumeration method means trial and error method. It means if job A is given to worker 1, if job B is given to worker 2, like this, ऐसा combination बनाते हैं, permutation combination. So permutation combination means probability formula will be used. Clear? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 कितना और मल्टीप्लाई करो, 24 कॉम्बिनेशन बनता है ऐसा. फैक्टोरियल बोलते हैं ना आप, 4 फैक्टोरियल. So that is called as enumeration method. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 24 combinations will come here. How many combination? ऐसा बनाते बैठना आप. In this 24 combinations, in which combination time is less? In which combination time is less? We have to see that. Like job A given to worker 1, job B given to worker 2, job C given to worker 3, job D given to worker 4. Then A worker 1, B worker 2, C worker 4, D worker 3, ऐसा combination बनाना पड़ेगा. Clear? So this is called as enumeration method. Enumeration method. So in this, where is the least time? 184. Where is the least time? Means job A should be given to worker 4, job B should be given to worker 1, job C should be given to worker 3, job D should be given to worker 2. In remaining cases, time is more. तो ऐसा करते बैठेंगे टाइम पास अब. So one technique required ना, unique technique. So thereafter they understand कि this is very complicated. पहले probability निकला, पहले क्या निकला? First probability used. Thereafter probability is difficult. Then American mathematician use LPP, linear programming. फिर वो लोग क्या करे? LPP use करे. Thus simplex method, linear programming. In this they introduce assignment. उससे भी आंसर आ जाता. Clear? From this also you can get the answer, but procedure is very complicated. Normal simplex procedure problem is very difficult. 4 into 4 assignment, 5 into 5 assignment is और ज़्यादा difficult हो जाएगा. Okay, but you will get the answer from simplex method also, LPP. Then through transportation also you can solve. Through transportation also you can solve. Clear? देखिए कितना टाइम आया ट्रांसपोर्टेशन में? 184. इन ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑल्सो गेटिंग हाउ मच? 184. बट कितना का कैलकुलेशन करना पड़ा? 1 2 3 3 times, 3 calculations required. So it is also very complicated procedure. So ultimately, the Hungarian mathematician decided that these are the techniques in which they have not used the opportunity cost. So we should develop a simplified method or simplified version. Whenever assignment procedure is used, without heavy mathematics involvement, people can get the assignment easily. In linear programming simplex method, heavy mathematics is tested. In transportation also, max is tested purely. Here in assignment also max tested, but in very small part max is tested. So it is easy also, understandable, and less time consuming. So that's why worldwide, whenever the assignment problem situation came, people will use assignment procedure given by Hungarian mathematician. So Hungarian method is preferred. Assignment is generally coming from very beginning, but this procedure is simplified by Hungarian mathematician. This procedure is simplified by, बड़े लोग क्या बोलते मालूम, असाइनमेंट हंगेरियन मैथमेटिशियन निकाला बोलते हैं. असाइनमेंट तो पहले से चलते हुए आ रहा है, सिंप्लीफाई कौन करे? नो करा. पढ़ने पढ़ने में फर्क है. असाइनमेंट इन्होंने निकाला है, असाइनमेंट तो पहले से ही है. इन्होंने उसको सिंप्लीफाई करा. समझ में आई बात? कहीं आप भी बोलेंगे बाहर जाके असाइनमेंट इन्होंने निकाला, तो लोग हंसेंगे फिर. He has not developed the assignment. He has simplified the assignment procedure. Okay? चलिए, this is understand now कि what is assignment. चलिए. So in assignment, first we have to check the objective. Always first we have to check what? Objective. Minimization of cost or time, or maximization of profit or revenue. Profit, revenue, sometime productivity also. Clear? Assignment rule of thumb is what? Allocation of one job to one executive or subordinate. It means no job should be given to two subordinates or executives. It means two persons cannot do one work and two jobs cannot be given to one person. Always relationship is 1:1. Suppose if two persons are doing one job, means assignment will not applicable. Okay? If two jobs are given to one person, assignment is not applicable. If one job is given to one worker or one worker is doing one job, assignment applicable. Clear? If this rule is break, assignment not applicable. Finish. Clear? Means assignment not applicable means Hungarian mathematician max will not applicable here. The procedure which is developed by Hungarian mathematician, that is not applicable here because he made some rules. In that rules, what clearly mentioned? One job should be given to one person. Clear? An assignment procedure is also following same thing. One job should be given to one person. One person should do one job. Clear? Next. So basic condition of assignment rule is what? One job should be done by one person only. Understand? Now what is the mathematical rule here? Mathematical rule is algorithm. Algorithm means what? ఇవి రాయకండి నేను నోట్స్ ఇస్తాను. ఫస్ట్ మొత్తం అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి మనం. పైలే వాట్ ఈజ్ అవర్ టెక్నిక్? ఫస్ట్ వీ షుడ్ అండర్స్టాండ్. इफ यू डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड, इफ यू राइट यू विल फील हैप्पी. नो, क्या लिख ले होंगे मैं बोलते आप. फर्स्ट यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट परफेक्टली, देन यू शुड कॉपी. आई विल गिव रीजनेबल टाइम, डोंट वरी. ओके? अल्गोरिथम मीन्स व्हाट? No idea? Algorithm means It is a set of rules which will be followed till final solution came. Till final solution came. It means sometime final solution will come in 2-3 steps only. Sometime repetition required. Sometime repetition required. It means sometime in very simplified way, after first experimentation answer will come. Sometime we have to make the iterations. Iteration bolte usko. Iteration means what? Suppose in mathematical assignment procedure, he is given some steps here. First step, second step, third step. So after third step, finally answer will come. But sometime in third step, the rules which he decided will not satisfy. So we cannot move to the fourth step now. So in third step, again it should be improved. Again it should be improved. So until otherwise it is not ready for final solution, improvements will carry out. Improvements will carry out. So this rule is called as algorithm. Algorithm means जब तक आंसर नहीं आता ना तब तक खेल चलता रहेगा. जब तक आंसर रहेगा ना तब तक खेल चलता रहेगा. आंसर आने पे खेल खत्म होगा. उसको बोलते हैं एल्गोरिदम. समझ में आया ना? सो रिपीटेशन का मतलब, so series of repetitive mathematical calculation that are to be applied until the objective is achieved. Clear? So you have some basic knowledge about assignment. Okay, I will explain in later stage only. So this is repetition. Okay. See, in assignment, first step is row operation. Second step is column operation. Third step is number of lines to be drawn, minimum number of lines to be drawn. So whenever we draw the line, it should be minimum. So after drawing the lines, minimum number of lines, the line should cover all zeros. The line should cover all zeros. Okay. So if number of lines will be equals to matrix type or order, suppose 4 into 4 matrix, number of lines also 4, then we can move for the final assignment. Suppose if number of lines are not 4, number of lines are 3 only, then we cannot move to the next step now. So again we have to improve or not. So ये improvement चलते रहेगा. Until what? Number of lines should be 4. That should be equal to matrix. So बोलते हैं algorithm. Algorithm means repetition. Matrix steps 3 into 3. How many lines required? 3. But if you draw minimum number of lines, only 2 came. So you cannot move to the next step for final solution. So you need 3 lines now. So you have to improve the solution. So this improvement till the condition is not satisfied, you have to repeat. So this repetition of things is called as algorithm. आया समझ में? Till this everything is clear? Next, steps of assignment. So steps of assignment, this is a Hungarian rule, means this is not developed by any person. This is purely developed by Hungarian mathematician. So we have to follow this. Okay. Now when we solve the problems, don't do R&D on this. Why? Because Hungarian mathematician has already done so much of R&D. After that only he released the model. Logically you should understand that is always good. Blindly following is not correct. But don't challenge Hungarian mathematician rules. Because already he improved a very simplified version. But learn logically. Okay. R&D means what? Some students will do their own things in that. They will not follow Hungarian mathematician, they will do their own things. Please don't do that. In operation research subject, don't use your own applications. After becoming CMA, if you have leisure time, do that. Clear? It will waste your time also, efforts also. Already जो चीज बन गई जिसको वर्ल्ड पूरा फॉलो कर रहा हो उसमें तुम क्या एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करते हो? तुम्हारी उतनी पोजीशन है अभी. ऑलरेडी कोविड की दवा बना दी, आप बोल रहे हैं मैं मंत्र से कम कर देता हूं. That is possible? Not possible. So don't do the experimentation with the set of rules. Logically you should understand on what basis these steps are made, what is the logic behind, that is always good. But don't challenge the model. भाई ऐसा नहीं बना कि मैं नया बनाऊंगा तो क्या हो जाएगा, वो मत करो. Sometimes students will do ना भाई, first step is row operation, नहीं मैं दूसरा करता हूँ कुछ नया. So if you do that, you cannot succeed. Okay? Learn the subject with logic, but don't challenge the model. Challenging model means your time will be wasted. करना है कर लो, आपकी मर्जी है. Ultimately your time will be wasted. चलिए, first we are understanding about steps. So these steps are necessary for solving the assignment problem. These steps are necessary for solving the assignment problem. So first preliminary check बोलते हैं उसको, या basic requirement is type of matrix. Matrix should be always balanced. 3 rows, 3 columns, 4 rows, 4 columns, 5 rows, 5 columns, like this. Maximum in examination 3 row, 3 column, 4 row, 4 column, 5 row, 5 columns question will be given. Okay. When Hungarian mathematician developed this model, clear? In that he used 6 into 6 matrix also, 8 into 8 matrix also. Okay. In examination, maximum to maximum 5 into 5 matrix will come. And in very extreme case 6 into 6 आएगा. 50 worker 50 job, not possible. 50 workers 50 jobs, 100 workers 100 jobs, that is possible or not possible. So that type of situations will be handled by whom? Computer software. भाई in organization 4 workers ही काम करते क्या? Logically things, in one organization 100 workers, 200 workers, 500 workers, sometimes 1000 workers will work. This is a basic model. From this model, computer software is developed. Now in computer software, you can get this solution for 1 lakh jobs also, 1 lakh workers also. That's why it is a manual only. So real application of this is different, and academic application is different. Academic application 3 into 3 matrix, 4 into 4 matrix, 5 into 5, maximum 6 into 6. But 50 worker 50 job, 100 worker 100 job, this type of situation you cannot see in academics. Ready-made software available, उसमें डाल देते वो लोग. Okay. Next, so first condition is what? Preliminary check is what? कि matrix should be balanced. If matrix is not balanced, generally we have to make balance. So number of rows should be equals to number of columns. If number of rows are not equals to number of columns, it is unbalanced problem. So it has to be converted into balance. Why this condition is necessary? Because of this rule. Because of this rule. In assignment, what is the condition? One job. If 3 rows 4 columns है, ये satisfied होता फिर नहीं होता है. Not possible ना. Row 3 columns 4 not satisfied. That's why balancing is required. Okay. So add dummy row or column to balance the problem with all elements as what? 0. Now why 0 is taken? Is the question. Correct answer. This is a dummy now. In dummy you are incurring any cost, or worker is generally getting into the job or consuming any time. It is only artificial. It is only a artificial. Here there is no cost involved, there is no time involved. That's why it is 0. That's why it is what? 0. ऐसा logic से पढ़ो आप. Okay, this is correct way. But don't challenge the model. Right? Why 0 is coming? Like this you should learn. 0 is coming because it is a dummy. It means suppose 3 jobs are there, 4 workers are there. Clear? So 3 jobs should be given to 3 workers only. 3 jobs should be given to 3 workers only. So for one particular job, we create a dummy. Okay. So in that case, one worker will not get any work. One worker will not get any because of dummy creation. Because of dummy creation. अब देखो भाई 3 वर्कर्स है 4 जॉब्स है 3 वर्कर्स है 4 जॉब्स है क्लियर सपोज 4 वर्कर्स है 3 जॉब्स है तो 4 वर्कर्स 3 जॉब्स मीन्स 3 जॉब शुड बी गिवन टू 3 वर्कर्स ओनली ना तो वन जॉब इज असाइंड टू ए वर्कर ऑन आर्टिफिशियल बेसिस ऑन व्हाट आर्टिफिशियल बेसिस अदरवाइज प्रॉब्लम कैनॉट बी सॉल्व ना अदरवाइज प्रॉब्लम कैनॉट बी सॉल्व That's why in starting only mentioned कि 1:1. In 1:1 combination, sometime actual work is not assigned. Actual work is not assigned. Dummy is there, but it should be 1:1 only. It should be 1:1 only. Understand? Now next problem can be minimization also. Problem can be on maximization also. Okay. If time given, cost given, okay, then examiner will test minimization. If sales given, revenue given, productivity given, then examiner will test maximization. So assignment procedure can be used for minimization of cost also, maximization of profit also. Okay, suppose if minimization of cost question is tested, so directly we can apply the assignment procedure. Directly we can apply the assignment procedure. Why? Because the mathematician who developed this technique he has made these steps on the basis of minimization cost model. He made these steps on minimization cost model. Okay, so always he suggested ki assignment procedure first if you start the operation there must be cost in the matrix. There must be cost in the matrix. So in minimization, cost is only given na, cost per unit or time per unit. Okay, so it is related to minimization only. So directly you can start. But in maximization, sales, profit or productivity, organization has to maximize this. But in the model, he clearly specified कि always starting step should be from cost. Always starting step should be from cost. So we have to convert maximization problem into minimization. Maximization problem into minimization. Because his steps are exclusively based on minimization. So if you want to solve maximization problem also, first you should convert the maximization matrix into minimization. Then only you can succeed. Directly you cannot solve. Clear? Because he used the opportunity cost concept. He used the opportunity cost concept. So in maximization, directly if you solve, opportunity cost will come. No, opportunity revenue will come. What will come? So it will be wrong, no? That's why opportunity cost required. What is required? Opportunity cost. So first is row subtraction operation. So in row subtraction operation, first we have to see the minimum element in every row and that will be subtracted from all. This is suppose in first row what is minimum item? 40. Suppose if I am not giving this job to B, if I am not giving this job to B, if I am giving to A, how much extra time will taken by A? 5 minutes. That is creating cost to company or not? B, if I am not allocating this job to B, if I am allocating this job to A, how much extra time A is taking? 5 minutes na? So that is creating extra cost or not? So that is opportunity cost. इसलिए उन्होंने ये मेथड यूज कर रहा है. This is the reason, this is the logic. कि why row subtraction, column subtraction coming. बट्टी नहीं मारना है वो. Row subtraction means minimum ले लिया फटाफट कर दिए. No. Logic is what? कि if you do not give this job to B, if you give to A, as compared to B, how much extra? 5 minutes. So that is cost, extra cost. If you are not giving job to B, if you give to C, how much? 11. If you give to D, 27. So this is opportunity cost. So he used exclusively opportunity cost. देखिए क्या लिखा उन्होंने? It is called opportunity cost table. It is called step one. Step one में सेकेंड लाइन क्या है? टेबल. देख लो फर्स्ट 5, 0, 11, 27. Now next row, what is minimum item? 42. Again. So opportunity cost how much? 15, 21, 13. Like this we have to calculate this. So this is called as row operation. This is called as what? Row operation. Why row operation required? It means if row wise, if job A is given to worker, if job B is given to worker 1, then he is doing this job in minimum time. He is doing this job in minimum time. Other workers will take more than this. Other jobs require more time. It means worker 1, if he perform job B, he can do in less time. If you give the job A, C, D to worker 1, he will take more time as compared to job B. He will take more time as compared to, इसलिए ऐसा स्टेप बनाया हूँ. You understand now? Logically think now, don't follow Hungarian rule. Suppose this is the situation in front of you. A, B, C, D, 4 jobs are there. Worker 1 is available. So which job you will provide to worker 1? Where his time is less. तो कहाँ पे टाइम कम है? वही देंगे ना. Where time is less, you will provide B only. If you give other jobs, you will take extra time or not? So this extra time is called as opportunity cost. This is the reason behind row operation. Clear hai? Now column operation. Now column operation will be performed after row operation. After row operation. Means after row operation means what is the result of row operation? On the resulting matrix, column operation is performed. On the resulting matrix, column operation is performed. तो ये column operation है ये. Okay. So first column, what is the minimum item? 0. So if you perform column operation, it will not change. 5 minus 0, 5. 15 minus 0, 15. 1 minus 0, 1. 0 minus 0 only. तो वही आएगा ना. It means if any column 0 exists, its result will not change in column operation. It will remain same. It will remain. So first column, same result will come as it is. Second column, same result. Third column also same result. But in fourth column, there is no 0. So select minimum item in that. So 13 should be deducted from remaining all. So what it means? It means what? Why you are doing this column operation? Reason is, if job A is given to fourth worker, he will do this job in efficiently. If this is given to third worker, he will take extra 1 minute time. If this is given to second worker, he will take 15 minutes extra. If this is given to first worker, he will take 5 minutes extra. Like last, if you give the job to second worker, D job, to which worker? Second worker. How much time? 13 minutes na? This is reduced matrix. So if you do not give this to second worker, job D do not give to second worker. If you give this job to other workers, so they will take more than worker 2 or not? They will consume more time than worker D or not, worker 2 or not? So how much extra time they will take? 27 minus 13, 16 minus 13, 14 minus 13. This is the reason. This is the reason. Understand? Okay. So this is called as row operation, this is called as column operation. Clear? After this, we have to draw minimum number of lines. We have to draw minimum number of lines to cover all zeros. To cover all zeros. Now, how to draw the lines is important. This technique is important. तो लाइन ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा आपको, लाइन ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा. तो कैसे ड्रॉ करेंगे? तो पहले रो वाइज चेक. In row, which row more number of zeros coming? First row 1 0, second row 1 0, third row 1 0, fourth row also, second row 2 zeros है, इसको टिक कर देना आप. Right? Now column wise, first column 1, second column, third column, fourth column. तो पहले ये कॉलम और ये रो हटा देना आप. This is the technique. First check in which column, which row, more number of zeros coming. Eliminate that. Eliminate that row, eliminate that column. So I eliminated this row and this column. After that, again 1 0 is coming here, 1 0 is coming here. So it means I have to draw 2 more lines only. Without this, I cannot cover all zeros. Without this, I cannot cover all zeros. So I draw, just 1 minute. So 2 zeros are coming here. So in row, second row 2 zeros. In column, second column 2 zeros. So first I will cover this row. Then this column. Okay. This is the trick. Where number of zeros are more, first that row, that column should be covered. उस पर ड्रॉ करना लाइन. क्लियर? ये अच्छे से समझ लो. ये लाइन ड्रॉ करने में मिस्टेक होता. समझ में आई बात? बिकॉज लाइन ड्रॉइंग मिस्टेक हुआ, फाइनल सोल्यूशन ऑल्सो रॉन्ग. Mistake mostly coming in line drawing procedure only. Right? Now thereafter, this 0 also and this 0 also. If I draw the number of lines here, always in this model, one rule is set. What rule? कि line should be horizontal or vertical. Line should be horizontal or diagonal lines are not applicable here. Line either vertical और horizontal. Clear? या तो vertical रहना या तो horizontal रहना. Diagonal lines not relevant. Vertical, horizontal. This is important. So matrix type how much? 4. Number of lines how much? 4. So number of lines equals to order. Order means matrix type. So now you can move for the final solution. You can move for the final solution. अब आप final solution की तरफ momentum कर सकते हैं. Clear? चलिए. Till this all points are clear. Now when you go for the final step, the most important thing is what? Right now I am explaining basic level solution only. In this advanced version will also come. Wait. Advanced version means what? Sometime number of lines will be less than order. So improvement required. What required? Improvement. So improvement point I will explain in next class. Clear? Because time is over. So I have to finish the session. Okay. So next class we'll discuss about that. Don't worry. Now assignment is required. So whenever assignment is drawn, is previously what rule you followed now? Reverse to that. Previously what rule you followed? Ki in which column, which row, more number of zeros coming, you covered that first. Now in last step it will be opposite. In which column, which row, 1 0 coming, check that. In which column or which row 1 0 is coming, check that. अब देखिए फर्स्ट रो में 1 0, सेकेंड रो में 2 zeros, थर्ड रो में 1 0, फोर्थ रो में 1 0. So always start from first row. Always start from first row. Suppose if first row is having 1 0, first selection should be on first row. Like sir, first row is also 1 0, last row is also 1 0. I will give the assignment to last row. ऐसा नहीं करना, गड़बड़ हो जाएगा फिर. If you do that, there is a possibility of mistake. First assignment should be given to first row always. If that row is having 1 0. More than 1 0 means go for the next row. Okay? Suppose if first row is having 1 0, last row is having 1 0, don't give the assignment to last row. Always start from first row only. तो फर्स्ट रो से स्टार्ट करना है आपको. क्लियर है? तो देखिए फर्स्ट रो में 1 0 है ना. जस्ट अ मिनट. So I will provide the assignment here. Now in this row and in this column, if any other zeros are there, strike out. Strike out कर देना उसको. Clear? So row there is no other zero, but in column 1 0 was there ना, so strike out. Strike out कर दिया उसको. Now after strike out, in second row how many zeros are there? तो इसको दे सकते हैं आप आसान. Now in this column, in this row, any zero is there? No. Now third row, any zero in column row? No. Now final assignment, this. In this way assignment is made. Means worker 1 will get job B, worker 2 will get job D, worker 3 will get job C, worker 4 will get job A. This is the final assignment. Worker 1, ये अगले स्टेप में आएंगे सर. Okay. So worker 1 is getting job D. So original time how much? 40. Now worker second is getting D. How much time? 55. Now worker 3 getting 48. Worker 4 getting A 41. Total कर लेना उसका. That's it. So that is 184. That is what? 184. So in this way, steps will be followed here. Okay, so this is basic level question. In next class, we understand if number of rows are not equals to order of matrix, what procedure is followed. Okay, अब आप समझ रहे होंगे ये तो बहुत आसान है, ये कोई बड़ा काम नहीं है, ये इंटरमीडिएट में पढ़ के आ गए. See, procedure is very simple. It is very simple. Procedure is very simple. But in examination, they will not give question in this way. So ready-made डब्बा बना के नहीं देता हूँ ना अब तुम्हारे को. In final level, 4 into 4 matrix, directly you should solve. This we have to create. In final level, what is the testing? Matrix we have to develop. Matrix we have to वो develop करने पे दिमाग खपाना पड़ेगा आपको. That is the main. Intermediate level matrix is given, you solve. Now final we have to develop matrix. Okay, so all ऐसे ऐसे क्वेश्चन करेंगे आप कि वो सॉल्व करने के बाद सीएमए का स्टडी मटेरियल देख लिए तो आपको ये फीलिंग आएगा कि मैं डिग्री पढ़ लिया, वो इंटरमीडिएट लेवल है. ये तो गारंटी दे रहा हूं मैं आपको. वो लेवल के प्रॉब्लम कराता हूं आपको, क्योंकि मैं सीए फाइनल सीएमए फाइनल दोनों का ब्लेंड कर रहा हूं क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे. I am covering the question from past CA exams also and CMA exams also. So all challenging sums only I will discuss here. So first some basic sums, then challenging sums. एक से एक बढ़िया सम कवर होगा इसमें. So after attending my class, CMA स्टडी मटेरियल के साथ देखने की भी जरूरत नहीं आपको. सीधा ऐसा लगा दो रैक में. आप कहाँ लगा देना है आपको? रैक में लगा देना है खाली, बस खत्म. देखना है देख लो, फीलिंग तो हो जाएंगी. Okay, चलिए next class will start the questions on assignment. Concept clear ना? Next class you can copy this. Don't worry. Next class first you can copy this. Thereafter we'll start the practical. पूरे लिखा है सो points आपको. Okay, don't worry. Clear? It means if number of lines not equals to matrix, how to solve that also will explain. Then you should copy. And last and final, we will issue 2 types of materials here. कितने मटेरियल देंगे आपको? two materials. One is main material, another is workbook this time. वर्कबुक में पास्ट सीएमए एग्जाम क्वेश्चन रहेंगे पूरे वो, पास्ट सीएमए एग्जामिनेशंस ऑफ 15 or 16 attempts along with answers, and solution book is also prepared for that, so that will be issued by my side. प्रसाद सर नहीं देंगे वो, क्यों मालूम है? यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा बोले तो रिकॉर्डिंग क्लास चल रही ना, तो आई एम टेकिंग द क्लासेस हियर ऑल्सो इन अदर एकेडमी ऑल्सो. अब बोलना नहीं चाहिए, आपके सामने बोल रहा हूँ मैं, and in front of students also. Some academies are recording my classes and without knowing to me they are selling. So that is lost to me or not? Some academies are recording my class and without knowing to me they are selling to students. And one of the main problem is what? In my subject, after watching the lecture, nobody will have no doubt. That is 100% guaranteed. So they are not sending any message also. So they are not asking any doubts also. So fact, the academic persons, the admin persons already know this fact. Ki in my subject 99% doubts are not coming because class will be very smoothly explained. So they are without knowing me selling the videos, recorded classes. So it is ultimately lost to me only na. That is the reason workbook and solution book I am issuing from my side. So any student who is attending the class now, I will give one contact number. He has to contact on that number and message his address and details. So by courier book will be sent to that student address. यहाँ से इशू नहीं होता बुक वो, क्योंकि मैं भी अपना सिक्योरिटी चाहना ना, पूरा प्रसाद सर के कंट्रोल में. प्रसाद सर ईमानदार होंगे भाई, बाहर वाला तो नहीं है ना, बाहर वाले XYZ तो ईमानदार नहीं है ना भाई. उन्होंने बेच लिया तो क्या करूं फिर मैं? 2 सब्जेक्ट बेच लिया, 20,000 आ जाती उसके एक बच्चे से, वैसे 50 बेच लिया तो लगाओ हिसाब फिर. दिस इज द रीजन की वर्कबुक and solutions relating to workbook will be issued from my side. So students have to send the WhatsApp message, address, details. It will be dispatched to that student by courier, or he should collect from directly शिप्स एकेडमी. मेरे पास से लेना है वो प्रसाद सर नहीं देंगे, वो यहाँ पर ला के रखूंगा मैं, यहाँ से इशू करूंगा मैं. ओके, अब आप सोच रहे होंगे स्टूडेंट्स, आफ्टर दिस बैच दैट बुक्स विल बी अवेलेबल विद अदर फैकल्टीज ऑल्सो. हर बैच में चेंज होते रहता है उसमें, उनका कॉपी नहीं मार सकते, वो पूरे क्वेश्चन इधर उधर कर देता हूँ मैं. सपोज इन वर्कबुक 1 to 10 क्वेश्चन है, तो फर्स्ट बैच में 1 to 10 रहेंगे, उसके बाद पूरे जम्बल्ड हो जाते हो. And that question will be discussed here also. पुराना बुक रहा तो क्या समझ में आएगा उसको? So this is the methodology. This is for my security and my protection. Okay. Anyhow, you will get 2 books. One is main book, one is workbook. That is sufficient. Chaliye. So today class is over here. Next session we'll start the practicals.